What's good, gang? I'm back with a reaction video. Today we has, I said today we has, how good is how Bronny James, how good is Bronny James? He's LeBron's fucking son. I think he's pretty decent. But let's go ahead and react to this, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy, man. Like, subscribe, comment if you're new. I love y'all. Let's get into it.
In 2002, LeBron James made the cover of Sports Illustrated as the Chosen One. 20 years later, Bronny James made the cover of Sports Illustrated as the Chosen Son. LeBron publicly said he wanted to play with Bronny in the NBA, but is that just fatherly wishful thinking? There are 40 high school seniors ranked higher than Bronny, and many college coaches don't consider James a premier talent. So what can we expect from a 6'3" LeBron Jr.? Is he really going to become a superstar like his dad? Or is he just a 4-star player with a 5-star name? LeBron James Jr. was born on October 6, 2000.
4-star player? I think he a 5-star player. That's Bron. I think he a 5-star player. I ain't gonna lie to you.
A 4-star player with a 5-star name. LeBron James Jr. was born on October 6, 2004, and his whole life, his father LeBron Sr. groomed him to be a basketball player. Since he could walk, Bronny had a basketball in his hands, and while LeBron warmed up, he could often see Jr. dribble and shoot on NBA floors. Bronny played soccer next to basketball, but King James didn't allow him to play football or hockey due to injury concerns. Quickly enough, younger James started playing basketball exclusively.
He couldn't play football, nigga? I mean, shit, yeah. But nah, I wouldn't tell my kids to stop playing something. I wouldn't do that to them. But it's to be honest, it's whatever their decision is. But I wouldn't really tell my kid, like, hey, don't play football, don't play soccer, don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it may not be a reality, if you ain't, I'm not 6 foot, nigga. I'm 5'11", I'm 5'10". I'm not tall. I'm 5'10". So yeah.
And around 2014, we started to get first glimpses of Bronny as a basketball player. Bronny wasn't that good of a player back then, and it was extremely weird that a 9-year-old garners national attention. But that's life when you're LeBron's son. In 2015, Bronny led the Gulf Coast Blue Chips AAU team to a 4th grade championship at the Sports Summer Jam in Dallas. At that time, Bronny had already received basketball scholarship offers from universities, to much of his father's disapproval.
3 Division I colleges already are trying to recruit LeBron James Jr., who's only in 4th grade.
King James said that it should be a violation and that colleges shouldn't be recruiting 10-year-old kids.
He's got enough pressure on being the son of LeBron James. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's like people have no shame, man. I mean, my God.
In March of 2018,
that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But nigga, that's good though. But shit, LeBron can say what he want. Everybody go, whole world gonna stop. Hey, LeBron say no, no. LeBron like fucking Jesus on this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you about basketball.
James Jr. helped the Blue Chips win a John Lucas All-Star Weekend title in Houston. And a month later, his Blue Chips finished undefeated and claimed the Under-13 championship at another AAU tournament. When his father moved to LA to play for the Lakers, Bronny enrolled at Crossroads School, joining Shaquille O'Neal's son Shakir. However, because he was only in 8th grade, Bronny couldn't join Shakir on the varsity team, and the two never played together like their fathers. Because in May 2019, Bronny transferred to Sierra Canyon for his freshman year of high school. He joined the private school together with Dwayne Wade's son, senior Zaire Wade. In the following months, James was followed to Sierra Canyon by 2 5-star recruits, seniors Brandon Boston Jr., who now plays for the Clippers, and Zaire Williams, who got
Brandon Boston. I remember him, bro. His hype was crazy as fuck back then. That nigga hype was crazy.
Drafted 10th overall in 2021 by the Grizzlies. With James and Wade on the squad and 2 upcoming NBA players, Sierra Canyon was considered one of the best teams in high school basketball.
Crazy.
On November 21st, 2019, Bronny made his high school debut, scoring 10 points off the bench in a blowout win over Montgomery High School. 3 weeks later, there came the biggest test of Bronny's career. Sierra Canyon played against St. Vincent St. Mary, which was LeBron's alma mater, and a high school from which he entered the NBA. With both his parents in attendance and in front of 13,000 other spectators, James scored a game-high 15 points off the bench, including a steal and go-ahead layup to seal a 59-56 victory for the Blazers. He was named the game's most valuable player and held the MVP trophy together with his proud father.
Bronny James with the best performance of his
So he beat his dad's team. That's crazy.
his young high school career.
That turned out to be one of the only games of the season where Bronny scored in double figures.
Oh, that's a beautiful scoop.
As he was only a freshman amongst 5-star seniors, he didn't get a lot of opportunities to score, and he averaged just 4 points in 15 minutes per game.
Damn.
Next year, when Boston Jr., Williams, and Wade all left the team, Bronny was supposed to get more minutes and authority on the team, but that unfortunately didn't happen. Because of the pandemic, the season was delayed, and when it finally started, Bronny injured his meniscus and required surgery.
What is a meniscus?
He eventually suited up for the playoffs, but because he just returned from a serious injury, he only played a few minutes per.
Oh, that's when he was doing like the streaming shit, when he injured himself. I think that's when he like linked up with Aiden. And they went crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Game. His junior year was his first
full
season.
Boy, that's how Aiden's career went crazy. Because when he linked up with Bronny gave him that. He got to talk to LeBron or some motion, boy.
He's back from injury, but he again couldn't take on the leading role, playing alongside number 2 ranked senior and a 5-star recruit Amari Bailey, and other highly ranked prospects like Kijani Wright and Ramel Lloyd. Bronny could never be the guy, and he was actually a role player, despite being named LeBron James. However, being surrounded by future NBA players paid its dividends. Because he was never expected to be the primary offensive option, Bronny was forced to develop other skills to contribute. He learned to play excellent on-ball defense, and at a high school level, many scouts considered him to be an elite perimeter defender. Offensively, Bronny was forced to pick his spots, which enabled him to develop off-ball movement and basketball IQ. Just like his father, Bronny is an extremely intelligent player, and he never forces things, and plays within the flow of the offense. As a junior, Bronny played either the point guard or a shooting guard.
Bronny making moves and gets the layup off the glass.
Mostly serving as an off-ball scorer and a spot-up shooter. His jump shot mechanics are smooth, and he does have NBA range.
I ain't gonna lie, that little brother, Bryce, that nigga like 6'8" already. That shit crazy. Nigga like 6'8".
And his future career will largely be dependent on the ability to knock down three-pointers. Even though he's shown that he can splash jumpers off the dribble, Bronny's shot selection could improve, and he's prone to take highly contested low-percentage shots. Thankfully, he inherited his father's burst and athleticism to go downhill and fly above the rim. However, Bronny still struggles to finish in traffic and doesn't attack as often as he could. But Bronny does have a sturdy frame, and as he bulks up and grows into his body, he'll be able to absorb contact and improve his finishing in the paint. Especially because he already has a great change of pace, is ambidextrous, and can finish with both hands. The biggest area for development at this point is definitely
his dad left-handed, I think.
His handle. While he has great basketball IQ, excellent vision, and is unselfish, a lot of his turnovers come when he's handling the ball in the half court. He needs to tighten his dribble and handle the ball lower to the ground, as sometimes he's dribbling the ball standing too upright, which allows smaller defenders to pick his pockets and steal the ball. This can be attributed to a limited role as a primary ball handler, but because his likely position in the NBA will be point guard due to his height, that's an area where Bronny will need to improve. However, Bronny shows a great willingness to move the ball in the half court, and he doesn't play with an agenda to score 30 points in every game, which is a great sign of maturity. Every scout who evaluated Bronny said that he plays the game the right way, making the extra pass, finding the open man, or dropping the ball in the post if he sees a mismatch. While he can be a little too
Did he miss that dunk? What the fuck? Well, I know you ain't missed that fucking dunk.
pass, finding the open man, or dropping the ball
Well, I
in the
know
post
you ain't missed that dunk.
if he
Come
sees
on, my
a
boy.
mismatch. While he can be a little too unselfish at times, this is largely viewed as a flaw just because of his last name, and because everybody expects him to dominate like his father.
Here's one thing you need to do
I'm tired of these fucking ads, bro.
before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
In April of 2022,
Don't
during
do
the
it.
Nike Elite Youth Basketball League in Orlando, James looked uncomfortable with the role of the alpha and the first offensive option.
Damn, that was bad. What the fuck? Bronny, what the hell was that? Bronny, what the hell was that?
Nike Elite Youth Basketball
Your dad there, you gonna miss the dunk like that?
League in Orlando, James
That's
looked
crazy.
uncomfortable with the role of the alpha and the first offensive option. He averaged 11 points while shooting 30% from the field and coughing up 3.7 turnovers per game. But with every new Elite Youth tournament, James became more comfortable in his role. Bronny embraced being the guy who created offense and taking the ball in his hands when his team needed a bucket. In the EYBL tournament in July, Bronny impressed with his shooting, averaging 18 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds, while shooting 45% from the field and 43% from 3 in 5 games. James Jr. is currently playing in his senior season for Sierra Canyon, and this year will be key for his future. While he's still a streaky shooter and has to improve his handle, there's a lot to like about Bronny's game. Here's what NBA veteran Thaddeus Young had to say after watching him play. He's solid as hell, but probably not the elite of the elite, but he's athletic, he's strong, he plays defense. Bronny can shoot the ball well, he can run the point guard position.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as Mikey. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he Mikey level. Well, now maybe, but before, I don't know, man. I ain't see Mikey play in so long either. Mikey a rapper to me now. He be on IG posting like a rapper some motion.
He can play off the ball. I love his game. LeBron admitted that he wants Bronny to make the NBA and that he wants to play with his son.
Who do you want to play with?
Bronny is number one on my fucking list.
My last year will be played with my son. Wherever Bronny's at, that's where I'll be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point. Bronny will be eligible for the NBA draft in 2024, and his father said that he's almost certainly going to take the college route for the 2023 season. The James family recently visited Ohio State University, which offered Bronny a scholarship, but that's just the first offer of many to come. Bronny recently signed an NIL deal, meaning that he'll be able to profit from his name, image, and likeness during his college days. But even if he didn't sign the NIL, it's not like his family needs money anyway. So Bronny has 1 year of high school and 1 year of college to improve his game and get ready for the NBA. Whether he'll be good enough or not remains to be seen. And while maybe it would be better for his development to stay in college for 2 or 3 seasons, we know that his 40-year-old father will be pushing for him to get into the NBA in 2024. A father in
He need to. LeBron ass old as fuck. LeBron old as shit. He need to get in the NBA as soon as that first year over. You only be in college for 4 years, nigga. Your dad is old.
son never played in the NBA at the same time, but we have a strong feeling that might change in 2 years.
When Bronny said he'd rather play against me than with me, shot in the heart.
I'm dead. But hopefully y'all enjoy this reaction, man. Like, subscribe, comment if you're new. I love y'all. I'm out.